Shug McGaughey here, running Performed in the Preakness. Shug, it's been a while since we had you back here with a Preakness runner. What's it like for you to be back?
I'm excited to be back. You know, I like this weekend at Pimlico. We were here a couple of years ago and had 3 or 4, not a Preakness horse, but we had a good time, and I think the atmosphere is great, and I'm glad to be back, especially to have a horse to run in the Preakness.
Yeah, excited to have you. Let's talk a little bit about Perform. He took a while to break his mid. He's traveled a lot doing it. Tell us a little bit about his development. Did he sort of take his time? Did he need some time?
Well, yeah, he needed time. He needed 2 turns, and I think that when we got him running around 2 turns at Tampa and then here in the Tezio, it made a big difference in his performance. But I do think the sprint races that he ran in earlier in the year helped him get to where he is today, just in development and physically, now that I look back on it a little bit.
He did show a little bit of speed in those sprint races. So
Yeah, well, he ran 4th of July weekend as a 2-year-old. He just caught a horse he couldn't beat and was second. And then I don't think he broke good at Saratoga and was down on the inside. And, we were a little disappointed, but gave him excuses. He ran the sprint race against Mage, and, but I think that getting him going around 2 turns was the big thing.
What would you say would be his ideal running style? Because like we talked about, he has some speed, but he's also had some times that he didn't come out the gate as great.
Well, I hope he breaks good and get himself in a good position. I don't want him too far back, but I don't want to take his running style away from him, and that'll be the instruction.
And tell us a little about the Federico Tessio. Had a bit of a stumble there?
Just stumbled at the start, and got himself a little bit farther back than we thought. And I'm watching it on TV, but I saw him, when he got to about the 8th pole, I said, well, he might hit the board, and he won. And so we were very pleased with that, and that sort of got us thinking this way a little bit.
That was kind of what you were hoping to see that made you go, you know what, we have a horse to come.
Well, afterwards, I wasn't thinking this before, but afterwards, but he had to supplement, so, we had to make sure all our eggs were in order before we did that. And I thought everything I saw was positive, and all the people that are involved, they were all excited about it, and there was never anybody that sort of doubted this is what we want to do.
And you just got here, you saw him go out on the track today. Do you think he likes the track? How was he looking?
Well, he looked like to me he's trained well over the track. I wasn't here yesterday. He trained here yesterday. Anthony, that's here with him, he seemed to be really pleased. I mean, he knows him. He had him all winter at Payson Park. And, I liked what I saw this morning, and, I liked what I saw yesterday afternoon, just in the way his mannerism was and this and that. So, we're looking forward to it, and, hopefully he's good enough.
And you've won the Derby, you won the Belmont. What would it mean to you to kind of complete your own personal Triple Crown?
Well, it would mean a lot, I've been second here, and I'd sure like the opportunity to win, and that's some of my thinking. I can't win if you stand in the stall, so we're looking forward to the opportunity, and the Preakness would mean a whole lot to me.
Really quickly, you got another runner as well. You got a few runners, but I'll ask about Never Explained in the dinner party, making his stakes debut there. How is he looking, and what do you expect from him?
Well, that race came up a little tougher than I thought it would, but the horse had been doing really well. I'd put him in an allowance race at the end of Aqueduct, and they rained it all, so I scratched. There was not another race sort of till the end of this month. So I said, let's give him a try. He'd been training really, really well. His last 2 or 3 races have been really, really good. So, we'll take a chance and see what happens. I mean, Flavian won on him here last year in allowance race, so, we'll see what happens.
And looking at the pace of the race, where would you hope that your runner sits?
He's got some speed, so I think hopefully he'd just lay right off of them and go from there. That's sort of his running style. Now, when he won here last year on Preakness Day, he was on the lead the whole way, but he was a little bit cranked up, so I'm hoping he'll be a little more relaxed Saturday.
I appreciate it, and thank you so much again. Good luck with all your runners.
All right, thank you, Naomi.